This last piece called Confessions. How long have I been fantastic for? Fire, Johnny Storm. Though it's no stretch to say I've largely been ignored, overlooked like I was Sue Richards in adjusted form. But here's the thing. Spider-Man, women and poets they chose, you see they fit a particular mold. So if this is the nature of the beast, I should bell at the lack of beauty I see. Wherever there's envy, hatred extends from the seams, there's eyes on me. Ready for grand theft, they ought to be wasted. Two-faced traitors, but I stay courageous. Seek safety with he who rules over the angels. Don't be fooled by the hugs when they praise you. Enemies in the shape of friends wishing they could plagiarize or page they rise to see the end of mine, conceit through a body of lies. These days, it's all in the eyes on Wi-Fi, and you would think I have flash drive the way I'm aware of the iris. It's where the IR is usually sighted, and I can't decide if it's die in your rage or haters be blinded. I've been stifled in silence, no one divided. Convey this max pain in each verse. I see my reach take a huge hit and eventually burst. Hence I try to find the middle ground and deliver what works, but most don't agree with this work, so they tell me I'm good but won't give me the stage perks. The truth hurts, but maybe these factors mean my range is deceiving me, leaving me frustrated and self-sworn to secrecy. Like, forever hold your peace until I concede that I believe that it's thievery, feeling like there's no place in the scene for me. But I dream eagerly, and if hell is the antithesis of where my ambition is, I can't give the devil his wishes, I witness the extent of his tricks. If I spoke in verse about how I used to live, you would see it as evil. I had the most time speed dial, but only made the cool when my mind was feeble. It took a paradigm shift for me to accept that my persona was see-through. So if those dark nights return, I'm Bruce Wayne with a suit and cowl and I'll stand strong. 11 in the presence of where the demagogue and spawn sprung, I won't run. Satan tried ambition, Robin, Batman, I embrace that face off and wage forward to change all of that Cajun Travolta with traits sorted. If my detractors concern themselves over my next move's relentless, prepared to vent with anger, offensive, fervent, attentive with a condition horrendous, I'll welcome it. Let them send for my head their Konami extended, without the Metal Gear Solid, just an agenda to bring about Annotate's ending. Like, silent, he'll stay if we send him a message. No need for the violence, just to be advised against. Like, I can't speak my mind and fess about how my life at times is stressed. And as I assess the mess, I try to remember the ways in which I am blessed, but find it sick how we obsess over everyone else while losing sight of ourselves in this world where people just love to slander. Jordan peel off, embracing the culture is cancer. I would get out but still believe there's an us worth fighting for. So I cement that point with a pause. Semicolon. As I wait for the backhanded applause, suggesting they agree with the cause. When really informed, they'd rather air my dirty laundry like drawers and leave me hang out to dry as Jekyll and Hyde, like how they embrace this arrogant pride. But I'm full of spirit, with intent that's soul caliber, star quality that's too much for these mean folk like supernova exposure. Determined opposers get the scorpion like, get over here till I witness their chains broke for a portion of closure. All you haters live with strength and the resolve in me, winter soldier, lyrical sub-zero up colder. The saddest of you will still tear at me with eyes on the future like a crystal gazer, a palm reader, or a mischief maker. But saving a statement, how can you play your cards right when I don't believe in superstitious arrangements? I consider it gracious you believe there's ever a reason for all of this hate, and I'm never deflated, you jokers. I'm a walking phoenix and this is a gambit reaction. Where we collide to scope me as like a hopeless meme, a bad idea I mean. How are you hoping to succeed by living through me? I carry cranium currency, and I'm currently capitalizing on my capital. And to cap it off, I'm ushering in a new era without the caps on. I feel I could speak of the scene and there's errors forever. Take action with current measures, amped and unvetted. If our wires cross, I refuse to plug like a broken socket. I don't need the spark, my properties are electric. I wouldn't offer a clown a penny for their thoughts. I'm Pennywise, with my eye on the prize. I've got more to offer than just listen as I let the flow assist whenever I spit. I'm destined for greatness if I choose to embrace this. It's crazy how I found support in a vortex as I chase success. So it's time for the fusion. Had a Dawkin, YA pen, dream about rap like an abuser, call it useless. So I switch musets and it's a fatality, brutally ruthless. But still, I'm curious. How do a Ken bar be neglected? If it isn't dream house reflective, it isn't effective. But these bars wouldn't go over your head if you weren't evading and squirt like duck goose. I'm a hair razor in truth. Leave you in shock as you muse, wondering how this level of doubt hasn't seen me throw in the towel. This is Miles Morales versus Fist in a Prowler. My appreciation for this is innate sideways, it's boundless. I got a team around me that won't allow me to cower. If 15 minutes is power, then multiply by those in support that surround browniest hours. Now that's how you raise the bar and set a new standard.